The venue for the talks is the economic center of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Jeddah. This is the second meeting of this format. The first negotiations took place in Copenhagen in June 2023. Then 15 countries took part. The main task of the summit in Saudi Arabia is to present the peace formula of President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelenskyy to as many countries as possible. The Ukrainian delegation is headed by the head of the office of the President, Andrii Yermak. On the sidelines of the summit, multilateral and bilateral negotiations are held with delegations from leading countries in Europe, Asia, Africa, the Middle East and Latin America. The meetings are attended by a Chinese delegation headed by Special Representative Li Hui. According to the Wall Street Journal, China is likely to agree to consider the Ukrainian Peace Formula.
We have many disagreements, we have had different positions, but it is important that our principles are common. Li Hui, Chinese diplomat, Special Representative for Eurasian Affairs, from the New York Times publication.
According to President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelenskyy, the talks in Saudi Arabia are an important step towards a global peace summit, which will tentatively take place in autumn. The Ukrainian 10-point peace formula should be approved there as the only plan for ending the Russian war. It in particular provides for the complete restoration of the territorial integrity of Ukraine and the withdrawal of Russian troops, ensuring food and energy as well as nuclear security.
I'm grateful to Saudi Arabia for providing a platform for negotiations. Recently, a meeting was held in the same format. It was held in Copenhagen. It is very important that the world sees that everyone will benefit from a just and honest cessation of Russian aggression. The liberation of Ukrainian land from the occupiers means the restoration of full compliance with international law and the UN Charter. To remove all the threats emanating from Russia for Ukrainian and global security means restoring calm in international relations and stability in life in the world.
The summit is a real chance for the world to hear from Ukraine the truth about the Russian war and for Kyiv to discuss peacekeeping, the White House said.
People shouldn't look at the meeting in Jeddah as a forum through which there's going to be certain and tangible deliverables. This is really about having an ongoing conversation about what this peace formula can look like, to gain the support of more states. John Kirby, coordinator for strategic communications at the National Security Council and the White House, in an interview with Voice of America.
The Saudi Arabia summit will be the start of a broader campaign to build diplomatic capacity to isolate and weaken Russia, analysts say.
The fact that Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy's 10-point peace plan will now form the basis of the Jeddah talks can certainly be seen as a sign of support for Ukraine. Simon Engelkes, advisor for Middle East policy at the Konrad Adenauer Foundation, in an interview with Deutsche Welle.
Western and Ukrainian diplomats hope that the summit in Saudi Arabia will agree on key principles for a future peace settlement. The next step after that should be the global summit, but already at the level of world leaders. Reported by Diana Kolesnik, Христина Домбровська, UATV News.